You know, I feel cool. I feel confident. My last match, I came here. The bright lights got to me. It was my last shot to get into the tournament, so I got a little spooked. I missed some things that I obviously knew, but I couldn't remember under the bright lights. Now the pressure's off. It's very easy. I've never even met this man before, so I'm not that afraid of him.
Who? Jason Inman? I understand he's the host of DC All Access, something like that. Fortunately, this is not a DC movie trivia contest. It's all movies, all-encompassing, in which case I think I'm going to just kill him.
You know, it's interesting because I think I have a lot of specific strengths in this game. I think Jeff Sneider has a lot of, really oddball strengths. I think if we get the most obscure category on that wheel, he's going to dominate me. If we get any other category, I think I'm going to win. It is weird. He is a weird succubus of knowledge, but you know what? I'm not worried about it.
I would be undefeated if it were not for not really one question. It was one name against Sam Levine. One name. I couldn't name 3 people in a movie from 1960 or something.
Name 3 of the actors that portrayed the Magnificent Seven.
I would be undefeated. I've proven my worth against Mayimbe, team matches with JTE. I think I would have been in the Ultimate Schmoedown, if Mark Ellis had, I don't even know how he snuck in. He stole my spot.
I'm really hoping I hit science fiction. If I hit science fiction on that wheel today, it is going to be a photon torpedo full of knowledge. That's what you're going to get, because that is my wheelhouse. Comic books also my wheelhouse. Basically, as long as I don't hit family films or horror, I'm going to be just fine on that wheel.
Honestly, I think I'm going to knock this kid out. I don't even think it's going to make it to the 3rd round. So the odds are pretty good. I think that they're in my favor, that Jason Inman is going down.
I think what you're going to see is you're going to see a very even temperament fight. I think Jeff's going to throw a lot of trash talk my way. It's going to roll off my shoulders. It's not going to bother me one bit. I don't mind. I don't know the guy. I think it's going to be a very close fight right down to the first question of round 3 when he's going to get knocked out.
I don't know if I'm Mike Tyson, but I know that I'm going to punch this kid in the face and see if he can handle it. I don't think he's going to recover after I unleash a first-round whooping on him.
Welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. I'm Christian Harloff, joined by the 2016 Ultimate Schmoedown winner, Mark Ellis.
Thank you. Everybody, please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just crunking like the rest of us. You know, Christian, today in this matchup, it is 2 rising stars. One of them is going to come out of here with a victory.
Well, that's very true. Good math. We have, if you look at both Jason Inman and Jeff Sneider, very similar to what they've done so far. Jeff Sneider started out big against Umberto El Mayambe, knocks him out, then goes up against Sam Levine, down to the last, just a name, and doesn't get into the Ultimate Schmoedown. Then you have Jason Inman, who has a really great performance against Gray Drake, went up against myself, didn't get into the tournament. So now, who has Inman now at number 10, Sneider at number 9, they both need a victory.
And I like this matchup, Christian, because it's a clash of styles. You have Inman, who knows everything under the landscape of comic book movies, as well as some other information, and then we have Jeff Sneider. He tweets with the voice of an angel, but he also knows his movies. This is going to be intense.
Well, speaking of which, let's go to the tail of the tape. There you have Jason Justice Inman, comic book movies, Star Trek movies, and I think being able to take a smile from Jeff Sneider's nonsense. And then you have Jeff the Insnider Sneider, who has Tarantino movies, independent film, and being able to bust balls.
You know, Christian, I am so excited about this matchup. I have no idea who's going to win, and it's a shame because I did put $500 on one of the competitors. Let's get this thing going.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, representing DC All Access and Trekkies around the world.
What's that sound?
Ladies and gentlemen, with a record of 1 win, 1 defeat, he is the number 10 ranked contender, Jason Justice Inman.
Whoa! Wow!
I like that color scheme.
Turn down the volume on that wardrobe, Christian Harloff.
Very Joe Silver of him. I like like it.
Jason Inman coming out. The nerd
Sharp
alert
stuff.
going off. Star Trek: The Next Generation.
You have good guy versus the bad guy. Kirk versus the Klingon. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent. Representing the Patriots. With a record of 1 win, 1 defeat. He is the number 9 ranked contender, the Insnider, Jeff Sneider. Oh, the tank top
Look
Patriots.
at the gun show.
Oh my goodness.
Throwing
Jeff Sneider.
haymakers.
It's like the time he fought U-Bowl. Look at him. Look at that.
He might have thrown his hamstring out on that punch. We're going to have to wait to see if that factors into the matchup.
He just every single time a Patriot comes out here, they come out very cocky. They do a dance. The last Patriot to come out to do his dance didn't work out so well. Will this be better?
That's an excellent point, as well as everybody should know whether Jeff Snyder's arm hair is going to reach out and tickle Jason Inman for intimidation.
All right, here we go. We're ready to start this match. Round 1. Gentlemen, here is how it works. Okay, so round 1, the competitors will have 6 questions from 6 predetermined categories worth 1 point apiece. You cannot steal. Jeff Sneider, you are the favorite in this match. Would you like to go first or second?
I'm going to go second this time.
You're going to go second this time.
That's right.
Jason, category 1 or category 2?
Category 2.
Category 2.
All
A couple number 2s on the board early. Vitamin Water versus a hack Starbucks cup. Let's see if that factors into the matchup. Who would you like to ask the question
I will
to,
ask
Christian?
to Jason. All right, Jason, in a category of drama. Who starred as Don Johnston, a man who resolves to visit his exes in 2005's Broken Flowers?
I've never seen this movie.
5,
So I'm going to flat out say Matthew McConaughey.
Bill Murray.
We were looking for Bill Murray. The cockiness of Snyder coming in. I like it. All right.
Reconnaissance had not started in 2005.
In a category I don't think you know much about, Jason. I'm sorry. Comic book movies. Covert government assassin Al Simmons is double-crossed and killed in what film?
Spawn.
Correct.
The Oscar-winning, I believe, Spawn.
All right. There
Michael
you go.
J. White's best performance.
And now in your third category, Oscar movies. Jonathan Demme won Best Director for this 1991 film.
The Silence of the Lambs.
Correct. Jason Inman. Nice little round with Jason.
Would have liked
Solid
those questions.
2 points early on the board.
Would
And
have
now
liked
we
those
go
questions.
to Jeff Sneider. Jeff, in the category of drama, who played Jesus in The Passion of the Christ? Big fan of Jesus, apparently.
I know this.
Our Lord and Savior.
Don't fail Jesus.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for
Jim Caviezel.
blank.
Totally. Inman throwing it at him.
Jim
I kept thinking
Caviezel, and
Jeremy,
we see Jason
J
Inman
something.
handling the fact that he knew that answer with a little more class
Yeah.
than Jeff Sneider had just shown.
Wow.
Snyder, in comic book movies,
Oh, God.
what character does Wilson Fisk hire to kill Daredevil in 2003's Daredevil?
Bullseye.
Give him a point, Christian.
There you
He's
go.
on the
All right.
board. Recovering from not knowing who Jesus is.
I'm surprised he didn't know that.
I was shocked
Yeah.
to me as well.
I'm
Now
Jewish. What do you expect from me,
You've
Ellis?
seen the movie.
Jesus and Jewish history aside, we go to Oscar movies. Oscar movies. For what movie did Kevin Spacey win his very first Oscar?
The Usual Suspects.
Yes, would you like to say with a little more confidence? You're correct.
Correct. All right.
Whispering the Usual Suspects, barely getting them points. 2-2.
All right, back to Jason Inman in the category of animated. Orphan Penny is abducted by the evil Madame Medusa in what 1977 Disney feature?
Is it...
5, 4, 3.
The Great Mouse Detective?
Sorry, we're looking for the Rescuers.
That was
Rescuers. All right, Jason, in the category of sci-fi fantasy, who starred as inventor Alexander Hartgarten in 2002's The Time Machine?
Guy Pearce.
Correct. Oh, answering with conviction there. And your final category in round 1, Jason, category of box office. What Anne Hathaway film has the highest domestic box office? Is it A, The Princess Diaries, B, The Dark Knight Rises, C, Alice in Wonderland, D, Interstellar.
I'm going to say Alice in Wonderland.
We're looking for The Dark Knight Rises.
Went against his DC roots and it cost him dearly.
I know. All right, back to Jeff Sneider.
Jeff Sneider, your first category in the second phase of round 1 is animated films. What film features a family with the last name Mousekowitz?
That
5,
would be
3.
Ratatouille. I don't know.
Nothing funny about getting a wrong answer, Christian. It's an American Tale. An American Tale because the tail and a mouse. Science fiction fantasy is your next category, Jeff. An unknown force causes Earth to stop rotating in this Aaron Eckhart, Hilary Swank movie.
The Core.
Give him a point.
There you go. All right.
Give him a point.
Classic.
And now he has a chance to take a lead on Jason Inman if he can get a question correct in the category of box office. Which James Bond film made the highest domestic gross at the box office? Was it A, GoldenEye, B, Casino Royale, C, Skyfall, or D, Spectre?
Skyfall.
One more point
Jeff
for
Sneider
Jeff
goes up.
Sneider.
That was a hell of a round. I'll tell you that. At the end of round 1, Jeff Sneider is up 4-3, but that was a lot of jabs in that one.
That's right. Snyder not great on religion or mice, but he still ends up with a 1-point lead coming out of round 1.
All right,
Those are
now
tough
we
questions,
carry
and they were.
into
Yeah.
round number 2. Here's how it works. The lovely and talented Josh McCouga will bring out the wheel. There it is. There he goes, fighting off the demons in the back. And he brings out
Were
the
you fighting
wheel.
off
Demons back there.
Yeah, here's how it works. So the contestants will spin the wheel. If it lands on a category they are not happy with, they can choose to spin again, unless, of course, it lands on opponent's choice. But if they like a category, they can take it, and each one is worth 2 points apiece. Unless you go to multiple choice, then it's worth 1 point, and you can steal from your opponent in this round. Jeff Sneider, you are in the lead. Would you like to go first or second?
I'm going to go first.
You're going to go first.
He wants
all right.
that spin. Look at
Spin
those
the wheel.
guns.
All right. I'm going to hold it by the base.
Oh,
man.
boy.
I'm good at that.
Little tip for you kids at home.
Where she stops, nobody knows.
An entertainer to his last breath.
Oh, thank God it's not that. I will spin again.
He's going to
Spinning.
spin again. He did not like the category of Westerns, was very afraid of it.
No.
Holds it by the base again. The spin,
about the
even stronger than the first one.
Please, please.
Landing on
Will Smith.
Will Smith movies.
All right.
All right, I will be administering the questions to Mr. Jeff Sneider. You know, Christian, I'm looking at both these competitors, and I'm wondering which one of them looks more like a guy that still lives with their parents.
So you can say these kind of things when you win the Ultimate Schmoedown.
Have I gotten cocky?
Yes. Yeah.
Jeff Sneider, your first question in the category of Will Smith movies. What celebration does Will refer to as his victory dance in Independence Day?
Celebration. 4th of July?
That is incorrect. We now go to Jason Inman for a 2-point steal.
Smoking a cigar.
2 points for Jason Inman.
Nice. That was a big steal. So
Wow.
Shocked that Snyder didn't go to multiple choice there if he wasn't confident enough.
And now we go back to Snyder.
I didn't even get the question.
In your
Jason
next
got it.
question.
Doesn't like Jesus, doesn't like Independence Day.
Celebration.
What kind of patriot are you?
Will Smith
I like
sets
the
out to
cockiness
change
on
the
Inman.
lives of strangers and falls in love with Rosario Dawson in
7
which
pounds.
film? 2 points, and he's
Yes,
right back
he's right
to where he
back.
needed to
Okay.
be. Question 3. What model car does Will Smith's Mike Lowry drive in Bad Boys?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, a Ferrari, B, a Porsche, C, a BMW, or D, a Lamborghini?
Is it Porsche?
Give him a point.
Cocky on
He
that answer.
nailed it. He might know more about Bad Boys than Josh McCouga, as it turns out, Christian.
Unbelievable.
And now we go into our last question for Will Smith movies. Who directed Will Smith and Gene Hackman in the thriller Enemy of the State?
Tony Scott.
2 more points for Jeff
okay.
Sneider.
Strong round.
Very impressive run with the one misstep of losing the 2 points to Jason Inman.
That was a big
I
steal.
should have done multiple choice on that. That's a mistake.
It was a mistake.
He owns up to it like
But
a real
will he
man.
pay? Let's see what happens. Jason Inman is going to spin.
I'm gonna hold it as well.
Can he hit that?
Can he hold the base as well?
I don't know, but can he
Snyder?
hit the comic book movies? That's the
It's
big
very-
one he's
very
looking
gentle
for. It's
touch
comic
over
book
there.
movies, and it looks like he is going to hit
He is hit
war. Oh wow!
You want to go to war with me, Inman?
As the only person in this room that's actually been to war, sure.
Oh, fuck.
Wow!
Team Patriots shot across the bow. We don't know if Snyder's coming back from that one.
Now,
Woo!
might have been the best burn in the history of the show. But did he goad him into taking a category that he's good
That's
at?
a great counterpoint, but I'm not messing with Jason Inman right now.
Here we go. All right, Jason. Here you are in the category of war. Who directed the 2005 drama Jarhead?
Snyder's still reeling.
Let's go multiple choice.
Is it A, Terrence Malick, B, Joe Wright, C, Sam Mendes, D, Jonathan Mostow?
Is it Sam Mendes?
That is correct.
Give him a point.
Good point.
Give him a point.
Okay. Anthony Mackie co-starred as a member of a bomb disposal unit in what 2008 film? Jeff Sneider fell asleep.
The Kingdom?
That is incorrect.
The Hurt Locker.
2 points for Jeff Sneider.
And he stole the two
He
right
made
back.
the mistake of
That's
not
my
boy,
doing
Mackie!
multiple
In my
choice.
defense, that movie is completely inaccurate.
All right. All right.
We believe you.
Wow. Which war is the backdrop for the 2004 remake of The Manchurian Candidate?
The war in Afghanistan. War on Terror.
That is incorrect.
The Gulf War.
That is correct. 2 more points there for Jeff Sneider. Jason, your final question. Martin Sheen played Lieutenant Dobbs, and Bob Newhart was Major Major in which 1970 war film?
Multiple choice.
Is it Tora, 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 B, Catch-22, C, MASH, D, Kelly's Heroes?
Kelly's Heroes.
Incorrect.
Can I get the question and the answers one more
Martin Sheen played Lieutenant Dobbs, and Bob Newhart was Major Major in which 1970 war film? A, Tora, 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 B, Catch-22, C, MASH, D, Kelly's Heroes.
time? MASH?
We're looking for Catch-22.
Catch-22.
All right, so
My
look at
second
that,
choice.
Mark.
22.
Going into round 3 now, it is 13-6. Jeff Sneider, even though a great burn by Inman, I think Jeff Sneider roped him in into taking war.
That's right. It is a daunting 7-point deficit right now for Inman, but he is going to get his questions first, so maybe if he gets a few right, he can put the pressure right back on Sneider. Round 3, each one of you competitors will pick a series of 3 numbers ranging from 1 to 25. You guys will get a question from a movie category that is in that corresponding number. Your first question is worth 1 point. Second one's worth 3. Third one is worth 5.
Jeff Sneider, once again, you're in the lead. Pick 3 numbers.
God, I hate this. 5, 7, 9.
5, 7, and 9. Jason Inman.
11, 3, 8.
Jason Inman, your 1-point question is in the category of movie taglines. Jason, what 1990s comedy has the tagline, "If at first you don't succeed, lower your standards"?
I honestly have no idea.
5,
So
4,
let's say
3.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
We're looking for Tommy Boy.
Not a
Oh.
bad guess, though.
Yeah.
Tommy Boy. Solid guess.
bad
Jason
guess.
needs to hit this 3.
That was tagline.
That was tough.
Jason, you need to hit this 3. If you miss this question, then Jeff Sneider, not a fan of Jesus, not a fan of mice,
Or Independence Day.
will win the game.
He will win via
Cigar
TKO. Jeff Sneider will have his second win via TKO if he misses this.
You pick number 3.
All right.
Your category is Oscar movies. What movie gave Nicole Kidman her only Oscar?
5.
I think you're going to get it. Let's pour it out.
3, 2.
No idea.
The hours.
We're looking for the hours.
We're looking for the hours.
Justice has been served!
Winner! Ladies and gentlemen, now 2 and 1. He is the Insider, Jeff Sneider!
Jeff Sneider clearly hitting the solo flex, Christian. I believe he won the battle, but Inman definitely won the war of words. A very good match by both gentlemen.
So who is Jeff Sneider going to play next? What happens? I know Inman's going to be wanting to playing in some team matches here. Great first round. I think that the second round, I'm telling you, that war thing, I think he should have spun again.
Might have gotten in his head a little bit, and we're going to find out more information right now as we throw it to Josh McCouga, who is live with the winner, Jeff Sneider, and then the loser, Jason Inman.
All right, Schmoedown fans, here with Jeff Sneider casually finishing off a slice of pizza as he casually just finished off Jason Inman. Jeff, you wore no sleeves, but you held no bars either. You really took it to Jason Inman there. How are you feeling right now?
Well, first of all, sorry for the pizza. I worked up an appetite kicking some ass earlier. I would say justice got served, you know? Thank you to Jason Inman for his service. I do appreciate it, but when he did war films and he didn't know that, who directed Jarhead or who's co-star, what Anthony Mackie, what war movie he starred in, I was like, I think I got this.
Interesting. Now, you have 2 TKOs in the Schmoedown so far. You're a pretty formidable opponent. No, people are sometimes taking you lightly. I think that Sam Levine loss set you back way further than it should have.
I lost I lost the Sam Levine match by one name for like a movie from 1960 that I hadn't even seen. I could have told you all 7 members of the new Magnificent Seven. So you're right. I feel like that it set me back a little bit, but I'm clawing my way back to the top.
Now, going forward, you're probably going to climb the rankings pretty hard here because the TKO will jump you up. Probably jump around like maybe 5, 6. Who do you want to take on next?
Honestly, normally I say Christian, I say Mark. That's what I've been doing these last few matches in the post interviews. But I got a tip that there's a new competitor coming. A guy by the name of Chris Stuckman, who you may know because he has like a bajillion YouTube followers. And honestly, if I had my druthers, I would go after Chris Stuckman. I want a piece of that kid. I know he's very good. He knows a lot, but I think I can take him.
That sound you hear is Chris currently looking on kayak for the best flight out to L.A. from Ohio to take on the Insnider, Jeff Sneider. You heard it here first. The challenge to Chris Stuckman. Jeff, you have 10 seconds to say whatever you want to Chris Stuckman. Go full.
Stuckman, you were a guest on Meet the Movie Press, and I thank you for coming on. It gave the show a boost, but I'm going to put you in your place and take it down next time you're here in L.A.
You heard it here first. The Insnider, the sleeveless one, coming for you, Chris Stuckman. All right, Schmoedown fans, I'm here with my fellow Arrowhead, Jason Inman. Unfortunately lost today. How you feeling right now, Jason?
I'm feeling good. This match was fun. It was easy. The questions were even-keeled. And you know what? As Jeff Sneider is a man who doesn't love Jesus, doesn't love America and Independence Day, I had to take the war category, go in and show him down. It didn't work out, but you know what? I stuck to my guns.
I will say, obviously, I've seen pretty much every Schmoedown. I've been a part of them. That was the greatest burn we've seen in Schmoedown history. Why don't you talk a bit about that? Because you deserve a little bit of bragging rights right here.
Well, it's one of those things, man. If you're going to come after the only veteran in the Schmoedown and you're going to say, are you going to go to war with me? Like, he's going to step up to you. And plus, in the previous round, he didn't like Jesus or Independence Day. I've got to defend America. How can he be a patriot? Come on.
Nothing says anything more American like the movie Independence Day. Jason, going forward, we're looking forward to seeing you in the Geektacular, in the Schmoedown Spectacular. Also, you got some team competitions coming up. What are you looking forward to in the Schmoedown?
I'm looking for finally uniting Team Trek and making Team Trek come out as a force. But there's a couple people out there I want to take on. I want to help out my buddy Scott Mance, and I want to challenge John Roca. Even though he's higher up in the standings, John Roca, I got to defend my captain of Team Trek. Also, there's a guy wearing blue who has had some similar tournaments to me, and I want to challenge Mr. Josh McCouga right here on the spot for my next Schmoedown.
I accept whenever you'd like, Jason. The suits are pressed and ready to go.
I think we should both wear suits.
Agreed.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, Jason Inman, dude, congratulations. Great time here on the Schmoedown. Back to you guys.
Whoa! Jeff Sneider calls out Chris Stuckman.
Throwing barbs.
So Sneider now wants to take on Chris Stuckman. We'll see whether or not Chris Stuckman accepts the challenge, but my goodness, that is a call. wow. But look, let's get to the match at hand here. Jeff Sneider played Inman. It was a really good battle in the first round. The second round, I think, was where it turned.
Second round got foggy, and then Inman just could not recover in time to answer some third-round questions that were very tough correctly, but you got to give a lot of credit to Jeff Sneider here, too. He had a game plan. He went out there. He executed it, and doing it all without any sleeves.
Look at Jeff Sneider. 2-1, 2 knockouts now. That he's climbing up the ranks here. I know he's obviously said it in the post also. The man's looking for the title. You could possibly take that title in December, and maybe you play Jeff Sneider. Who knows?
Possibly, and it'd be adorable if I did. But the question at hand is that he's gone out some big dogs. If he's going after somebody like Chris Stuckman, Sneider is hell-bent. He's already a rising
Wants
star.
to prove himself.
He wants to get to the top fast.
Yeah. All right, guys. So for Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. Thank you guys for joining us on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Thank you also for the fans who started the Movie Trivia Schmoedown fan page. Go on over there. There's stats over there. There's constant memes. There's conversation about the matches. There's over 2,000 of you right now. The link is in the description. Go on over there. Once again, for Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll help you stay up to date with everything we've got going on here at Collider.